Hey, everybody. Hope all is well. Good morning to you. I wanted to do this video and have a brief discussion. And I want to also say thank you. Thank you so much. 2021. It's been a heck of a year, the past 2 years. And I want to thank you guys for the support. The way I see it, this is not my channel, this is our channel. And I really appreciate your support. We can disagree, we can agree, but the thing is, we can have a platform, we can have the conversation, and we can stay alert as to what is occurring in the community and also have a few laughs. So I want to go ahead and do this quick video, and then I want to give you this is my second and last for now. Christmas Dusty Jingle called "'Tis the Season to Run Game." For the record, let me go ahead and say this. Um, Let me do the video first and we'll talk about that. So, I was speaking with a friend of mine, and this is when people were talking about going back into the offices. And I was saying, a lot of times, a lot of parents were reluctant because, two, there was an issue of childcare. And I was saying, a lot of times, women, you put your child first. So if you don't have adequate childcare, you just can't leave your children at home or your child at home and get to work. So it's not as easy as it seems. So a friend of mine happens to be a Caucasian male. We were talking about it, women and all that. And then he brought this up. He says, yeah, I feel sorry for Black women. And the conversation took a turn. And he was telling me, now he used to be a manager in a call center. And he was saying to me how that he would see, he said the Black women, he says the sisters, he would see the sisters, their man drop them off at work and then pick them up. And then he said there was one in particular where her man, he said, I'm assuming he doesn't work because number one, sometimes on payday, he even shows up their own lunch. So dropping a woman off, pick up on payday, they go to lunch, take her back to work, and he goes back home, then he picks her back up from work. All this running unnecessarily. So he says, one in particular, and his countenance changed, his face became sad. He says, one in particular, he said, boy, Black women work so hard. He said, I feel sorry for him. He said one of the women that he knew, she has her boyfriend, and she's a mom, she has children. She said she has her boyfriend to drop her off at work. Then he picks her up from that job and takes her to a part-time job. He doesn't even have one job. He's heard them talking. Drops her off at work, picks her up, then takes her to a part-time job and picks her up. And sometimes she's able to work some on a Saturday a few hours. He said, and I'm thinking, yep, and then she's a mom. And of course, there's only one car, which is her car. He said, I really feel sorry for Black women. He said, man, you guys, you work so hard. He's speaking collectively. Work so hard. He said no other women have to work as hard as Black women. He said I really feel sorry for them. They just can't relax and just be women. You know what I mean? That's what he said. He said they work so hard. He said, boy, they deserve a gold medal or a Pulitzer Prize or something. That's what he said about Black women. That's what we deserve. He didn't say, well, they bought that on themselves or they chose to be a single mother. Well, that's on you. She should have chose better. He didn't come with dusty language, dusty dialogue. He didn't have any of that. He didn't. And the reason I wanted to mention this to you all is to let you know, as I said before on the channel, there are no secrets. Everybody knows how everybody operates. From Wall Street to the trailer park streets to the middle class streets to Poverty D, Poverty P, everybody knows how everybody operates. So I want you to know that people see the things that we go through. And if he's discussing that with me, you think he's the only one that notices that? You think he's the only one that notices that? Like he's the only white guy that knows what's up? No. Don't let them try to put you down. In the BC, we know the women will not appreciate it. And man, if we were to take our little bags and walk up out of the child, the community would be looking like a third world country. Hell, it ain't far from that now in some cities. Let us walk away with the little coins that we have and depend on the dustiness and dust buckets. See what's gonna happen. Honestly and truly, we're holding it up. So I want you to know that other people see it. And guess what? You are appreciated, you are admired, you are not torn down saying, oh, it's all on you, it's all on her. It's not like children just come here by one person's activity, eating an apple or eating some pepperoni pizza. It takes two to get them here, and it takes two to raise them. But quite often, only one will. The other idiot just runs and leaves. That's what low-performing men do. They run off from their responsibility. That's why they're low-performing men. That's why they're dusties. What's dust? You just sit up on the shelf, does nothing. Just collecting dust. They've earned that name, that moniker. They've earned it, and they live up to it every day. So, ladies, when some guy comes up to you and you hear something like, oh, I don't date no single mothers. I don't date no single mamas. And even if you are a single mama, you can tell him good. Because guess what? The feeling is mutual. You don't date single mamas. Guess what? I don't date men that create them. How about that? I don't date single mamas. You can let them know straight up. Very good. And I don't date men that create them. You got a trail of baby mamas behind you. Ladies, that is a loser. Is it a deal or a dud? Sounds like a dud to me. Look at the last woman in his life and how did she fare out? Is she sitting up with dusty damn boots on? Raising little teeth? No. So don't let the BC get you down, because you're always hearing negative comments about Black women in the Black community and about single mothers. And I'm like this here. If the single mothers are so bad, and that's good and bad, we know we got some Dustinas, then if you such a man, why don't you come pick up your child? Not your child. Come pick up your child and show them how it's done. Be a man, be a leader. Why don't you do that instead of running your mouth? That's what real men do. Real men take charge. Real men take charge. Do that. Black women, sometimes you get in interracial relationships, and especially, I would say with, if let's say if it's a white guy, they're used to taking charge. So sometimes you got to kind of, if you decide to go that route and it's working out, and don't get no serial killer now, but sometimes you go that route, let them do that. But I want you to know, everyone sees us. And they're not kind of with, oh, she chose that. Should have chose better. That's on her. Well, that, you know what? She should have chose a better man. It's the decision she made. No. If they're saying about you, the one that stayed and raised the child, and this is not to the Dustinas, because I can't give a pat on the back to the Dustinas. This is to the decent women. If you're up there raising little TT and he doing the smashing, grabbing, robbing stores and stabbings, then yeah, girl, yeah, you're not in this club. This is a culture club, okay? Of proper raising of children. I'm not referring to you. We're not referring to any disdain, that kind of behavior. We don't want that here. But to all the hardworking women, look at it this way. You think he's the only person that's speaking that way? If they're saying that about you, what the hell you think they're saying about the man that ran? What do you think they're saying about the dad that's not there? So he says, yeah, they deserve a gold medal. Now, Pulitzer Prize, I don't know how that all works, but hey, you get the idea. And his face looks sad saying it. So he said, they work so hard, I feel sorry for them. Have to work so hard. You think he hadn't figured out, well, gee, if there was two incomes, if the donor was an actual man, he would be there to help out. It wouldn't be so hard. You think he hadn't figured that out? Huh? You think? So yeah, I want to share that with you. So just because we hear a lot of dust buckets and they're loud, don't forget, money talks, wealth whispers. Hood is loud. So don't forget. All these dust buckets just trying to talk you down, girl, bye. They can go ahead, miss us with it. An empty wagon make a lot of noise, and that's all they can do. So stop and think. If they're saying that about Black women and they see the hard work and they see the responsibility that we have to endure collectively, what do you think they're saying about the dust bucket men that run and leave their seed for someone else to raise? What do you think they're saying about him? They say Black men got to work so hard collectively, Black women. So people see us and they see how we do. So sure, we got some Dustinas, but people see us. Why do you think Goldman Sachs invested in you? I didn't trade Roku to lose money over $230 a share. I'm not about losing no money. I'm about making it, sweetie. I didn't trade LAC to lose money. Buy the dip. That's what I'm not saying for you to do. That's what I did. In it to make money. Why? So you think Goldman Sachs is in it to lose money? That's why they invested in you. MasterCard, Aberdeen. So it's 2022, ladies. It has to be about you. It is. It has to be. So yeah, when they see us, they also see Black women working hard. And that's one person's point of view. Who can deny it? That's the MO. Black women have to work. When the school calls, who's showing up? When the bill collector calls, who answers the phone? Who's going to school? More than the male counterpart. So they see you, Black women. They see you. They're not saying, "Oh, she chose." They're not coming with some dusty dialogue. So keep that in mind. Again, when you hear one, "Oh, I don't date no single mother," you can let them know. Guess what? And I don't date men that crate them. So 2022 to all the beautiful people, everybody on the channel, male and female, but I got to direct it mainly toward the women. 2022, it's about you. It is 2022. So let's go ahead. I want to feature another Christmas dusty jingle called "'Tis the Season to Run Game." Kind of goes like this here. "'Tis the season to run game. Fa la 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 la. And I think you know their names. Dusty, Den, Tyrone, Jamal. Fa la 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 la. If you can't avoid them all." So it's like that. Now for the record, anybody, because your name is Dan, Tyrone, Jamal, if you are not a Dusty, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But these are the names for the song, right? So yeah, so that's because, well, my name is Jamal and I'm not all Dusty. And okay, bro, I got you, understand. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. I'm not the most technical person. So let's see if I can get this right. And again, it's all freestyle. Here we go. Season to run game. It's the season to run game. La 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 la. And I think you know their names. La 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 la. Dusty and Tyrone, Jamal. La 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 la. If you can't avoid them all. La 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 la. Mama the mammy, she's gotten tired. La 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 la. So she decides to conspire. La 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 la. She brings her dusty son to church. La 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 la. Looking for a sister she know that works. La 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 la. Church's chicken head on her head. La 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 la. Trying to find a sister that's desperate to wed. La 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 la. To take that dusty off her head. La la la. That is the mama, the mammy's plan. La la. Tis the season to run game. La. And I think you know the name. La. Dusty and Tyrone, Jamal. La. If you can't avoid them all. La. Mama, the mammy, she's gotten tired. She decides, then conspire. She brings her dusty son to the church. Trying to find a sister that works. Church's chicken hat is on her head. Looking for a sister desperate to wed. Take that dusty off her head. That is the mama, the mammy's plan. La. That is the mama, the mammy's plan. La. That is the mama, that is the mama, that is the mama, the mammy's plan. 'Tis the season to run game. La. And I think you know the name. La. Thanks for listening.